Well, hey there. It's Harsh here from Control Alt Crow, and it's been a long time. I didn't think I'd be back here anytime soon. Honestly, things started to feel distant, and I didn't want to continue making episodes. So I stopped, not knowing if I'd ever do another episode again. It's really been a journey because I've been thinking about what it is that I'm trying to do with this podcast. I lost the reason why I started it in the first place. I clearly knew what I wanted for a while, and then it started fading away. Because I'm no longer in the same place. I'm not the same person. I've changed. But I guess all I'm doing here is offering an experience. An experience to understand how humans think, feel, and express themselves. It's nothing noble or special. I admit I wanted to attach a bigger purpose to this podcast, but it backfired at me because I was expecting way too much and I didn't get the results I wanted. All I have now is an opportunity to keep going because that is all I can do. Every once in a while, I have a quiet urge to step out of sight and hide in the darkness. Life has a way of moving fast, too fast sometimes, and in that blur, I realize I'm losing myself. I get lost in all the roles I play and the responsibilities I bear. It often feels like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, when in reality, I'm barely lifting a pebble. It's not that the burdens are heavy, it's my own weary hands holding on so tightly that I've forgotten how to let go. So I disappear, not to escape, but to remember. I let the world move on without me, allowing myself to feel the emptiness where all the noise used to be. I lay down all the weight I've been holding and let go of what I must be. In that solitude, I don't have to think about anyone else's expectations or my constant need to prove myself. I let it all fade away, and in that silence, I start to feel whole as I am. In that quiet, there's a forgotten freedom. A freedom in which there is nothing to prove, no image to uphold. I am no one's anchor or savior. I am simply me with no pressure to be anything at all. I become a mystery even to myself. It's not that I'm giving up on the world and running away from life. I'm giving myself a chance to find myself again, to see the world with clearer eyes. When I step back, it's not to abandon the world, but to see it differently, to remind me that not everyone's answer is mine to find. That the world doesn't need me to hold anything together. It will carry on even when I'm not there. And somehow, that realization brings me back to myself. Solitude gives a clarity that only silence can bring. There's a quiet comfort in the way the world pauses when I'm alone, as if it's waiting for me to catch my breath. I find the parts of me that I'd forgotten in the rush. I remember that I don't need to constantly push forward. Sometimes, simply being here is enough. And so, every once in a while, I disappear. Not forever, not even for long. Just long enough to find all the pieces of myself that I lost in the rush. When I finally feel whole, I surface, I come back, quieter and more at ease. And even if the world forgets, I am still here, in places that only I can see. Every once in a while I disappear, not to leave the world behind, but to find my place in it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. November marks 3 years since I started Control Alt Crow and this podcast. Thank you to everyone who supported me in the last 3 years. I couldn't have lasted this long without the continuous support that I got from all the travelers who've clocked in and listened to my work. We never think about the support we give others, but it means the world to them. It did to me. So hopefully, I can evolve this into something you can all be proud of. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.